Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater has the title intro scene available. It's going to be a little bit skewed, but let's get into it. We're going to do some breakdowns and just point out a couple of different things that you might see and enjoy. There was a roundtable with David Hayter hosting and a ton of greats, of course, Laurie and Cynthia, plus Cal Cooper, this is his work. He's back at it. And it's such a great, just beautiful artistic presentation. Really love what they did here. You're going to see kind of some of the original things, but they changed a lot and they added some really deep elements. They actually kind of showcased some of the story too. And they used some of the cutscenes to blend in things in different ways. As you can see right here, the helicopters and so on. It is spectacular in my opinion. And yeah, we love Kyle Cooper and he did an amazing job with this work here. Man, honestly, I would play the whole game like this. If they could just kind of like give you a second edition of the game, right? Edited with all these snakes coming around, making it very artistic experience would be interesting for me personally. You can see what we're looking at is just graphics, guys. We're looking at how good the visuals are in this game. It's kind of what stands out to me. And they really did a phenomenal job with this game, so just visually upgrading what it was. Of course, we're not going to get this for the cinematics. It's going to be pure cinematics, but the effects are just top tier. Exciting and loving it. You can see they're introducing all the bosses. This is spectacular for somebody who knows the game well. That ocelot scene is going to be my screenshot, by the way. And yeah, so you can see right here the greatest sequence right here, one of the best. This one's the one that stood out to me. They're like, wow, just imagine you're playing the game and these snakes are like there kind of making you feel like you're in a dream, and like just outrageous. I thought it was cool. And so as you can see, these graphics are crazy, guys. I cannot wait to get the full game, and we're gonna run this back in just a second. But man, oh man, they did a good job with the graphics. You're watching even the end game scene. For those that haven't played it, I won't spoil anything, but there's sequences in here that, you know, you play early or you play late. And again, the presentation is top of the line, and we get to see Ocelot a little more. And this guy right here, you know, the main villain, he's like a purified villain. Like, you know, there's villains who kind of you can relate to, and then there's guys like this, like, you know what, you're despicable. And yeah. Then of course the boss, that was the craziest one, which we'll get into in a minute. But man, this trailer is amazing, and they had special guest Ruby, who's such a lovely person. I've interacted with her before for Metal Gear, and just a sweetheart. They had another cosplay player as well in there. You can see this roundtable is very cool. They should do this more often, in my personal opinion. That's just me. Of course, you see Cynthia. We know Laurie, and all of the folks in here. I'm super excited to kind of go through it. And Cooper is the man, so of course Laurie, the best. I've been saying she needs her own game, but hey, that's just me. We'll talk. I think I got a video about it. You guys can go check that out. But I think Laurie would be great. And of course Ruby. And I just wanted you guys to see their names very quickly while we go over the footage one more time and discuss what it offers and get into it. So the main thing you want to take away outside of just a cool intro here is looking at the graphics, the facial expressions, and the differences, right? I'll probably do a comparison video. This is not the direct feed of the footage. We have you know, the camera of the table folks reacting to it. When I get the full direct footage, I got you guys, and I'm gonna make sure we take care of it. But for now, you can see this scene right here. You should all know this scene. This is when he's going to speak to the one and the only alcoholic in this game. He's sneaking up on him, I believe. That was what that scene was about. And you know, they have some mixture of non-game footage and things, and then they have the actual footage. And we want to just take a look at the king himself. This is crazy, okay? Vogan, you know, was a phenomenal villain in this game, but to actually see his face, the mutation on his cheek right there, it's just wowzers. And even the textures, it's things that you could just pay attention to with textures and how good they look overall. And so remember, a lot of this stuff is taken from the cutscenes, so everything you're seeing is there. They just added special effects like the snake and extra other elements for those that are new to the series. Some of this footage is 100% in the game. Most of it, almost 99% of it, is in the game at some point. It's just a matter of them adding effects to give you a cool looking trailer. Like this is literally the first 2 minutes of the intro, or 3 minutes, whatever, and you're doing a Halo jump, which is phenomenal and fun introduction to your character, and also what you're doing. Pretty dangerous mission where it's no coming back possibly. And so it is well made when it comes to the graphics, and I'm really going to dive deep into this in the future. When the game comes out, I'll be cutting up and breaking down sequences and things like that and see what they did differently, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stuff that people will notice. But you can see his facial expressions alone, guys. This is the type of stuff that I'm saying we don't need a remake, right? A lot of people might say, oh, well, for what? Well, this right here is for what, in my opinion. You know, it gives you more detail to the facial expressions. And then you check out my favorite boss fight in this game, the end. And Sorrow's amazing as well, by the way. Ocelot is my absolute favorite, so you guys know what's up with that. But I'm telling you, this is going to be a spectacular experience for somebody who has already played this game. What reason do I have to play it? Well, these graphics alone are enough, in my opinion. But there's so much more, and we'll get into all that in the near future as we go. But man, that sequence right there, the big jump, was incredible. Just see again. It's one of the most famous sequences in this game, and I'm excited. By the way, guys, I've just opened up an unboxing, which I'm going to do a video about in a minute, but you got to go check that out. Got some announcements and giveaways stuff to talk about for that. But yeah, as you can see here, this is top of the line Vogan, the worst of the worst, if you would say. I mean, he's a good villain as far as well written, and you hate him. But yeah, he's the bad guy. But you can see right here, this is a spectacular moment where he's charging up. And I do think this is outrageously, like, wow. I've never would have thought I'd see him in this fashion. And then the classic. I know this is probably like, I can stay here all day. This is always an emotional moment for me and a powerful moment. And Laurie and David did incredible work to present this, but just touching scenario, somebody sacrificing themselves without you knowing it. And then you going through all of that. It's just, wow. But yeah, this is going to be one of those spectacular experiences for me. I cannot wait, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. Super exciting. And I want to kind of point out that you guys will get giveaways and events from me going forward for Delta. In the next coming months, I'm going to ramp up my coverage. I'm also going to do giveaways throughout. We already gave away 3 copies of Delta, even though we only had to give away the money, but because I don't have a physical copy yet. But we're going to do more of those. And then other stuff. I have amazing stuff. When I talk about crazy, cool stuff coming, I have giveaways from Kojima signed gear to exclusive Delta items that I got from an unpacking. And I'm gonna go ahead and lead you guys into that because the next video will be about my unpacking and the announcements of what's coming. So go check that out. See y'all on the next one. Should be popping up right now. Peace.